Arthur and Fledermaus, Urchin rather, is like, hey, superhero pals, plus one sidekick. Let's go to the superhero nightclub, hang out with the other superheroes. That'll be fun. You know, they're off duty, we're off duty, we're all superheroes. We'll chill out, we'll superhero it up. And Arthur's like, oh man, I gotta have to borrow the car from my sister. She hates loaning me that car, and plus the traffic is horrible. But, oh, the Tick talks him into it. What are you gonna say to the Tick? No, Tick, we're not gonna do what you're suggesting. He's giant, and he's, you know, super powerful. He's friendly and all, but, you know, he might crush you if you cross him. So Arthur, you know, borrows the car from his sister, and they pile in the car, and they suffer through the traffic, and they drive to the Comet Club, what it's called. And they go in, there's a floaty guy there as the doorman who won't let Arthur in. He says, Arthur, you're a sidekick. Arthur, you have to go to the sidekick lounge, which, you know, Arthur doesn't want to do. He feels degraded by this experience of being regulated to the sidekick lounge instead of being able to go in with his friends into the Comet Club. But he goes there and he hangs out with the other sidekicks while you know, the superheroes go in the club proper. In the meantime, who's showing up in the parking lot? The Midnight Bomber with bombs at midnight! And what did he bring with him? A suitcase full of bombs! And what do bombs do? They explode! So, if you think back at the beginning of my little lecture here, I mentioned that some people, besides scientists, like to make things explode. And that some of those people that like to make things explode belong to a class of people that are supervillains. Not regular villains, supervillains. And it turns out that one of these people, a supervillain, who comes to the Comet Club for the sole purpose of messing with the superheroes, is the Mad Bomber with bombs at midnight! And he's got a suitcase full of bombs, and he's putting them up all over the fucking place inside the Comet Club. And the superheroes are also engrossed with the Tick, wrestling around with the other Tick, fighting over who gets to have the superhero name the Tick, and being sort of silly about all of this fighting back and forth about the name, that they fail to notice the Mad Bomber with bombs at midnight, putting his bombs all over the place. Until he goes into the bathroom to wash his hands. And once he gets into the bathroom, he has an encounter with Arthur. Now, Arthur looks like he's dressed like a bunny, and people often make this mistake about Arthur. They say, Arthur, why are you dressed as a bunny? And Arthur tells them, I'm not dressed as a bunny, I'm dressed as a moth. But when his wings are not out, it's kind of hard to tell if Arthur is actually a bunny or if Arthur is a moth. So it's easy to understand why people get confused about him being a bunny or a moth. So anyway, the Mad Bomber, he's in there in the bathroom with Arthur, and Arthur says, why do you have that bag that says bombs on the outside? And the Mad Bomber, he says, bombs, baby, bombs! You gotta make the bombs explode! I am the evil Mad Bomber with bombs! bomb or what box is at night is there to explode the comic book. And all of the superheroes who are there are watching the battling back and forth between the tech and the other tech. All of those superheroes have failed to recognize the total peril that everyone is in.
Yeah, baby.
This is real peril. And the superheroes are supposed to save the day from the peril. But it's Arthur, the sidekick, who ends up saving the day because he goes and tells the tech, hey tech, there's a fucking fuck ton of bombs in this here house.
Yeah, baby.
And the tech runs around real quick and gathers up all the bombs and then goes outside and throws them onto the sidekick glass.